Breaking up is never easy, and it can be especially hard to understand why the person that you thought was your perfect match had ultimately decided to end things. It's heartbreaking to think that someone we cared about might not have felt the same way about us, right? But sometimes, it's better to face the truth rather than bury our heads in the sand. That's why we're bringing you this video today, to help you spot the signs that someone never really loved you. We'll reveal 10 telltale signs that she never truly had feelings for you. This way, you can get the closure that you deserve and make a fresh start as soon as possible. Let's begin with number 1. Searching for signs is a sign in itself of your doubt about her love for you. If you're wondering whether she really loved you, there must have been something that made you doubt it. After all, genuine love is usually pretty obvious. It's shown through words, affection, and a desire to be close and share intimate moments. At the end of the day, you know your partner better than any video or article ever could. And deep down, you can tell when something isn't right. So, if you're looking for signs that her love wasn't real, if you're questioning her feelings, trust your gut. No matter where it comes from, there's a valid reason behind how you're feeling. Number 2. She's exhibiting ambivalence. When a strong couple goes through a breakup, you can expect their romantic feelings to linger for weeks, months, or even years. True love doesn't just vanish after a relationship ends. The aftermath of a serious breakup involves a mix of grief, sadness, and frustration. But what happens when your ex seems completely indifferent to the breakup? It's like all their feelings for you have vanished. And in their mind, you're nothing more than a stranger now. It's almost as if your relationship never existed. This reaction is typical among people who were never truly in love. Their love for you never fully blossomed, so the fallout is less devastating for them. But how can you tell if your partner is ambivalent about the breakup? Well, after breaking up, many couples continue to communicate. Despite ending the relationship, they might even express lingering feelings for each other. You might even use nicknames, share inside jokes, and talk as if you're still a couple. However, if your ex was never in love with you, you'll notice a change in their tone. They'll suddenly treat you as if you're no longer an important part of their life. They might even ignore you not out of grief, but because their love for you was never genuine. Number 3. She expressed relief at the breakup. Did she seem happy and relieved after your breakup? Or worse, did she actually say that it was the best thing that ever happened to her? It's pretty common for someone to feel this sense of relief when a stressful relationship ends, you know? It's like a weight has been lifted off their shoulders. But why is that? Well, maybe it's because her feelings for you were never really there in the first place. Maybe she felt like she had to stay in the relationship, or maybe her life was just heading in a different direction. Either way, if your ex-partner felt that sense of relief when you guys broke up, it could mean that your relationship wasn't as strong as you thought it was. Number 4. She never bonded with or even met your family or friends. Breakups can be tough, especially when it comes to separating from your significant other's family and friends. After all, you may have formed strong bonds with her loved ones during the relationship. It's like you've lost not just a partner, but also several friends and even family, right? But have you asked yourself if she really connected with your loved ones? Perhaps she never bothered to get to know your friends and family or showed any interest in them. If so, that's a sign that she was uninterested in you. On the other hand, maybe she kept her family a secret from you. Maybe she made excuses and kept you separate from the important people in her life. And if you only had a few encounters with her friends and family, well, it could mean that something was missing in your relationship. Number 5. She may have been infatuated with the concept of a relationship rather than genuine love for you. Does your ex really miss you? Or did they just long for the idea of being in a relationship? See, in many relationships, people realize that their love was never for their partner, but for this idealized version of them. Perhaps your partner was the same. They're attracted to this concept of you, not your true essence. On the surface, you may appear to meet all their criteria. You've got the job and the car, and you're attractive, intelligent, and funny. They even appreciate your knowledge and achievements. But at the same time, they're always trying to mold you into someone you're not. It's as if they wanted to shape you into this image of a partner that matched their desires. Maybe they said things like, "You're the perfect person for me," or "I've been searching for someone like you." But truth be told, What they really wanted was someone like you, just not specifically you. If your ex didn't appreciate you for who you truly are, then their love was never genuine. It was just infatuation with an idea, not a real connection with you. Number 6. She refuses to fix the relationship issues you had. Here's something interesting. After a tough breakup, many partners actually find ways to rekindle their relationship. It's like they separate to think about what went wrong, and then they try to solve their problems just to have a stronger relationship. Think about it. When two partners really love each other, they don't want to remain broken up, right? They'll find ways to be happy together. So they're willing to sacrifice and put in the effort to save the relationship. Deep inside, they believe things might still work out. But if your ex refuses to work on the relationship issues you had, and if she has no interest in addressing the problems you had, then she just doesn't want to get back together. This is because she may not feel as strongly about the relationship as you do. Maybe her feelings faded. Or maybe she was never really in love at all. Number 7. Your relationship was constantly stressful. How would you describe the overall atmosphere of your relationship? Was it filled with happiness, playfulness, and joy? Or did it lean more towards stress and arguments? Because here's the truth. When love is missing, it can feel like both partners are suffocating each other. Every little thing becomes irritating, and both of you find yourselves annoyed with each other. This constant state of tension and stress, especially in the early stages, is a sign that love is lacking in the relationship. No wonder conflicts arise frequently, leading to emotional distance and the need for breaks. Moreover, if this tension is one-sided, with only her feeling unhappy, it's clear that she was dissatisfied with her relationship with you. In other words, if she consistently picked fights with you, and even prioritized fighting over making amends, she was never truly in love with you. Number 8. Her feelings for you quickly developed and faded. Did your relationship start off strong? And did you guys find yourselves getting too serious too fast? You know, sometimes we mistake that intense infatuation for genuine love. We get so caught up in the excitement and passion of a new relationship, and we start imagining this stronger connection that might not actually be there. We convince ourselves that love is the only explanation for why it's all happening. But then, as time goes on and that initial excitement starts to fade, we realize that what we were feeling wasn't really love at all. It's like one day, you're head over heels in love. And the next day, you're practically strangers. It's tough, but chances are that your ex felt the same way. Sure, there might have been things that she liked about you. But once that initial wave of passion subsided, she probably realized that she didn't really love you. You see, a relationship needs love to keep it going. And if your relationship fizzles out as quickly as it started, well, chances are there wasn't much love there to begin with. Number 9. She forgets important events, such as your birthday. Even after a breakup, a lot of exes find themselves unable to stop thinking about their former partners. They might even reminisce about shared memories like birthdays and holidays, and use those occasions as excuses to reach out and make sure their ex is doing okay, even if their relationship has ended. But what if your ex doesn't even bother to remember those important moments? What if she lets your birthdays and holidays go by without even sending a simple text to check in? Well, it's possible that if your partner neglects those occasions, her love for you might not have been genuine. It's also likely that she has moved on and no longer dwells on thoughts of you. Her feelings may have faded over time, and she has fully embraced a new chapter in her life. Number 10. She has moved on and is actively dating. Has your ex started dating someone new? After a tough breakup, most people aren't really in the right headspace to even think about jumping into a new romance, let alone fully committing to one. Starting a new relationship takes a lot of emotional investment after all. So, what does it mean if your ex is seeing someone else? Well, it probably means that she's moved on from you. She can fully dedicate herself to another person because her emotional connection to you wasn't that strong. This is especially true if your relationship was one of those whirlwind ones that escalated quickly. When you were together, it felt like your whole life was wrapped up in your ex. Well, guess what? Once you go your separate ways, chances are you'll soon realize that you didn't invest in the relationship as much as you thought. And because of that, it might not even take too long for you to get over her. Here are 2 more videos you may find interesting. If you enjoyed this video, Give it a like and share the video with your friends. And for more interesting videos like this, subscribe to the channel.